Do you have any idea who my father is?
Good morning, everyone. Please be seated. We have a case before us today. But before I explain what this case is about, I need everyone here and everyone watching to understand something very important about this courtroom, about this bench, and about what justice truly means in a place like this. I've been doing this job for a very long time, 32 years to be exact. Since 1992, I've been sitting in this chair in the Providence Municipal Court. For over 3 decades, I've looked into the eyes of people who made mistakes, people who broke the law, people who hurt others, and people who hurt themselves. I've seen just about everything you can imagine. I've seen teenagers steal because they were hungry. I've seen fathers make terrible decisions out of desperation. I've seen young people get behind the wheel when they shouldn't have, scared, remorseful, completely broken by what they'd done. And in many of those cases, I was able to show mercy. I gave second chances. I told people, I believe you can do better. I believe you deserve another opportunity. But every once in a while, a case comes through these doors that tests me. A case that forces me to ask myself whether I've been too forgiving, too soft, too willing to believe in redemption. A case that reminds me that justice is not just about compassion. Justice is also about accountability. It's about protecting innocent people. It's about sending a clear message that certain behaviors, certain attitudes, certain levels of arrogance and entitlement will not be tolerated in a civilized society. And this is one of those cases. Before I go any further, I want to make something absolutely clear, crystal clear, so clear that there is no room for misunderstanding. This courtroom is a place of respect. It is a place of dignity. It is a place of fairness. Every person who walks through those doors, whether they're wearing a tailored suit or clothes they can barely afford, deserves basic human decency. I don't care if you're rich. I don't care if you're poor. I don't care what your last name is. I don't care who your father is, who your mother is, what car you drive, what neighborhood you live in, or what school you went to. None of that matters here. In this courtroom, everyone is equal under the law. That's not a slogan. That's not a talking point. That's how justice works, or at least how it should work. And as long as I'm sitting in this chair, that's how it will work. Now let's talk about why we're here today. It's November 27th, 2024, 10:15 in the morning, Courtroom 3A of the Providence Municipal Court. The defendant before me is a 24-year-old woman named Vanessa Catherine Ashford, born April 7th, 2001. She lives at 2003 Prospect Street on the east side of Providence, one of the wealthiest neighborhoods in this city. She graduated from Wheeler School, a private institution with tuition exceeding $42,000 per year. She later graduated from Northeastern University with a degree in business administration. She is the daughter of Jonathan Ashford, CEO of Ashford Capital Holdings, a company valued at over $500 million. But let me be perfectly clear. None of that matters. What matters is what she did. And what she did goes far beyond a simple traffic violation. 3 months ago, on August 22nd, 2024, at approximately 5 p.m., the defendant was driving through South Providence, a working-class neighborhood. A neighborhood where children play outside, where families live, where elderly residents take evening walks. This is not a highway. This is not a racetrack. She was driving a 2020 Porsche Cayenne Turbo, valued at over $130,000. She was traveling 75 miles per hour in a 25-mile-per-hour zone. That is not speeding. That is recklessness. That is turning a 2-ton vehicle into a deadly weapon. When Officer Anthony Russo, a 14-year veteran of the Providence Police Department, pulled her over and asked her if she knew why she was being stopped, her response was not remorse. Her response was arrogance. According to the official police report, her exact words were, "Do you have any idea who I am? My father employs half this city." When I read that, I had to put the papers down, because those words tell me everything I need to know. This was not a mistake. This was entitlement. She laughed at the officer. She recorded him. She mocked him online. 4 days later, she did it again. Same street, same behavior, same disregard for human life. And that's when this court had to ask a very serious question. What happens if this continues? Because eventually, reckless behavior like this ends one way, with someone innocent getting hurt or killed. This court exists to prevent that. I have shown mercy for 32 years. I believe in second chances. I believe in redemption. But compassion without accountability is not compassion. It is enabling. And in this case, accountability is required. After reviewing all evidence, all reports, all videos, all testimony, I am sentencing the defendant to the maximum sentence allowed by law. This includes 240 days in the adult correctional institutions, a $18,000 fine, a 3-year license suspension, mandatory community service, no special treatment, no early release. This sentence is not about punishment alone. It is about protection. It is about responsibility. It is about reminding everyone watching that no one, no matter how wealthy, is above the law. Court is adjourned.